Greetings, GISD community. This is Dr. Stewart with our Student Spotlight. Today with me, I have Mr. Erick Ramirez, 8th grader at Gainesville Junior High. How you doing today, Erick?
Good.
Well, thank you for joining me this morning. Let's go ahead and just jump right on into our questions, okay?
Sure.
All right. So, Erick, please tell me about yourself.
I'm Erick Ramirez. I attend Gainesville Junior High School. I'm an 8th grader. I run cross country and track, and I also play soccer.
Mm-hmm. And now, out of those two sports, what's your favorite?
Probably soccer is my favorite, but I'm better at track and cross country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If you had to choose just a few words to describe yourself, what would you say and why?
I would describe myself as hardworking and athletic, because to be an athlete, it's not easy. You have to put in the work.
Now, what do you do for fun with your friends, family, yourself when you're not at school?
For fun, I either train for any sport with my friends. If I'm not training, I'm usually resting and maybe like playing on my Xbox or something.
Okay, so now shifting gears, going back to the schoolhouse. So how long have you been a student here in GISD?
I've been here since kindergarten. So yeah, ever since I was little. I was born in Denton, but then we moved here whenever, I don't really remember the age, but I was young. Mm-hmm. And from then I started kindergarten and I was here the whole entire time in Gainesville.
So the entire educational career here in GISD,
Sure.
What's been your favorite thing so far?
I would probably say middle school overall. It's been fun. I made good memories and, made a lot of more, friends. And yeah, middle school.
Okay, so, and that's good to hear, because middle school is that kind of that in between, it's right. that time in your life that really kind of helps define you, especially as an 8th grader getting ready to transition to the high school. Mm-hmm. So, and you kind of hit on this briefly, but I want you to go a little bit deeper with this. Was you talk about, earlier we talked about you being an athlete, being in cross country and soccer, but I want you to really talk about your 2 years here at the junior high school. How have they been for you?
They've been really good. Last year, 7th grade for cross country won district, and this year for 8th grade cross country also won district back to back, so that's a good thing. Last year track, I won all my races. Same thing this year, and middle school's been really fun and good.
Well, it's good to hear that you're connected, to the school in some form or fashion. That's one of the things that we preach as part of our strategic plan is connectedness. Right. Trying to get our kids involved in something to help them, take greater pride, not only within themselves, but within our schools. Right. So now shifting gears, same thought about the junior high experience. We've talked a lot about athletics. Mm-hmm. What about academics? What about it? Talk to me about your academics, and also what is your favorite class and why?
So my favorite class would probably be algebra with Ms. Santiago, because I really like how the way she teaches. She really makes us understand the topic and make sure we know what we're learning. And academically, I think I'm pretty good. I get mostly A's. I try to aim for A honor roll. But if I get a B, I usually try to do more work to get it up to an A. Try to get all A's. That's my goal.
We call that continuous improvement. Right. Always wanting to strive to do more. Right. When you find those areas of, and I'm not going to necessarily say weakness, but areas that you didn't perform to the level that you would have hoped to perform at, putting a plan in place to address that so that when the next 6 weeks rolls around, that 89 becomes a 99.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So still thinking about the junior high. Again, you haven't been here 2 years. I'm sure there's some things that you've noticed, or maybe some things as a scholar practitioner or scholar athlete that you would like to change here. If there was one thing about the junior high that you could change, what would it be?
Probably the classes. I really like advisory because it helps make it lets me catch up on work and also have a time to not stress about learning, relax a little bit, and it helps me a lot. So I like that class, but I guess I could change I would like to change maybe some classes in the way they are a little bit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That should, yeah.
Are you talking about like from an instructional side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just changing or maybe customizing the instruction a little bit more to reach all learners within that classroom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because you mentioned Ms. DeSantiago and you like the way she teaches. You feel like she teaches to you to address kind of how you best learn, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, of course, we're about 32 days away from the end of school. Have you begun to think about high school?
Oh yeah, I've thought about it a lot. I'm really excited to be a freshman. I think it's going to be really fun and good and entertaining and stuff.
Mm-hmm. What are you looking forward to most as a high school freshman next year?
I'm looking forward to seeing all my past friends that were here whenever I was a 7th grader. I also want to, I look forward to the classes because high school classes are much more different. And overall, so the athletic part, high school athletics is more serious, so I'm going to take it more serious up there. And overall, I'm just excited to be a freshman.
Well, Erick, it sounds like to me the transition to high school will be seamless. I mean, you have a solid head on your shoulders, very ambitious. You're taking care of your business inside the classroom as well as outside. There's no doubt in my mind that the transition will be very, very easy for yourself. So now let's think towards the future, and yesterday I met with my superintendent advisory committee, and, I have freshmen through seniors represented on that committee. And with my seniors, we talked about how it seems like just yesterday they were freshmen. Now, in just a few weeks, we're going to be ushering those kids across the stage and they're going to be going out into the real world. Have you thought about life after high school and what you wanted to do? What do you want to do when you get out of high school?
I've thought about it a little bit, but I haven't thought about it hard. I want to go to college, but also like maybe go D1 in a running sport or maybe even soccer. But if that doesn't work out, I would try to just pursue my education and go to college and get a degree in something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, no particular field of interest?
Not right now, no.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, Erick, like I told them, those 4 years are going to fly by. Right. So it's important. The old saying goes, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Mm-hmm. And so going into your freshman year, again, I understand that'll be that first year in which you're really getting exposed to not only the rigor of the high school courses, but there's also different type of career paths that you'll kind of be able to, get exposure to. Right. The sooner that you can identify what career path that you'd be interested in, the better it helps you in regards to taking classes that are going to help, get you trained up, or at least give you an early introduction to what it's like to be an engineer or to be a school teacher and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. Okay? So, Erick, really, that concludes all of my formal questions. I always like to give our students an opportunity to ask myself a question if by chance they have one. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I have one. Whenever you were in maybe even high school, were you an athlete or?
That's a great question. Actually, I was an athlete. Of course, you see I'm 6'6" tall, so I played basketball. Early in high school, I played several sports, but then when I became a sophomore, actually, realizing at the time I was 6'5" and real thin, football was not my niche, and so I focused my time and my attention on my academics first and foremost, and then my athletics. Right. So I was a basketball player. And at the end of my senior year, I had academic scholarships on the table, and I had athletic scholarships on the table. And it was basketball that I went ahead and went the basketball route, and basketball paid for my 4 years of college.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Wait, could you dunk or?
I could do any kind of dunk you wanted.
All right, yeah.
Not so much now. I've gotten old now, but back in when I was your age, well, a little bit older than you, yes, I could dunk.
Yeah, that's all my questions.
All right. Well, Erick, thank you for joining me this morning. It's been an honor and a pleasure to sit here and engage in conversation with yourself. GISD community, Erick Ramirez, 8th grader, Gainesville Junior High School.